What's up, y'all? It's your boy, LiLMakkyRov, aka Mito. You already know. How y'all doing, man? I hope y'all doing good. I'm doing pretty decent today. Um, yeah, man, we just gonna get right to it, bro. Listen, hip hop, rap, that shit, it's been a little on the low side. I'm not one of the motherfuckers that's gonna sit here and tell you hip hop is dead. Hip hop ain't never gonna be dead. But what I will say is hip hop is a bit at a standstill little bit as far as like anything exciting going on, like, at least for me, bro. Like I stay tapped in as much as I want. Like I bumped the new Kanye album, you know what I'm saying. I bumped the new Don Toliver album, Octane. That shit was pretty fire, you know what I'm saying. There's a little bit of shit, but not a lot. But what has been jumping in hip hop is some of this fucking drama that's been popping up. And I saw recently, like a few days ago, something about apparently Pooh Shiesty, who was just like recently released from jail, not that long ago. Yeah, apparently the motherfucker went and robbed Gucci Mane. And Gucci Mane, if you don't know, is another rapper, but Gucci Mane is the rapper that this dude Pooh Shiesty is signed to, right? Like a label type shit, right? He's signed to Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Winnie the Pooh. Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. I forgot what it's called. But Gucci's basically his boss. And the motherfucker robbed him. Like, on some real shit. Like, on some real, like, some real hood shit. Like, the nigga really pulled up with a bunch of dudes and a bunch of guns and, like, forced bro to, like, allegedly sign some, like, paperwork or some shit. And, like, I don't know what else they did. But that's what we gonna watch this for. It's kind of what's breaking it down a little bit. So, yeah, we gonna watch, the Pooh Shiesty situation gets worse. It's a video by Luesta. So yeah, we just gonna watch it, man. We just gonna watch it. This shit is crazy, bro. Like what kind of dumb assery possesses you to rob your fucking boss, bro? Like what the fuck? Like there's some real stupidity going on in the world right now, man. But anyways, let's get right to it, man.
At one point, Pooh Shiesty looked like the next big thing out of Gucci Mane's 1017 records. Riding high off tracks
that
like
was the
Back
label,
in Blood,
1017.
his debut mixtape went double
Let me make
platinum,
sure y'all can hear it.
and everyone expected that when he walked out after a 5-year bid, he'd come back hotter than ever before. But just months after announcing himself back with First Day Out, Pooh has allegedly thrown it all away again, this time by robbing his own label boss. A classic case of when keeping it real goes really, really wrong.
Yeah, his name's
Keeping it real though. I mean, like, how far? I mean, what do we mean by keeping it real now? Like, what? I feel like keeping it real would have been like, again, I don't know these two personally. I don't know. If maybe they had like some beef or something. They were like behind the scenes that maybe that's why he just decided to rob his fucking boss. But like keeping it real would have been like, hey, bro, I just got out. I'm struggling a little bit, dog. Help me out, like talk to the man first. Like that's your boss. Talk to him, that's crazy, bro. If that's the first thing you think of when I gotta keep this shit real. Let me go rob the motherfucker that pays me. Y'all motherfuckers lost what it meant to keeping it real. Lost what it meant to keep it real, dude. That is crazy.
Shiesty, gang. Shiesty, he's standing on everything his name is. Which, that just got his stupid ass cooked. Y'all know it's all type of niggas around. Pooh Shiesty, y'all gonna rob this man with a white man, cameraman, the policeman. Everybody was there. You is goofy.
It's your boy Louis.
I mean, do you see what I'm talking about? That's what's his name? Yella, some shit like that. Whatever the fuck, I forgot his name. But bro, you see what I'm talking about? That motherfucker sat there was like, yeah, he living up to his name. He really shiesty like that. Just to then turn around for him to be like, but that was stupid as shit. Like, bro, like even keeping it real, like these motherfuckers want to say that they're doing, bro. Like it doesn't get you no props. It gets you props for like a literal 5 seconds, and then motherfuckers call you stupid in the same sentence. Like this shit is so stupid, man.
And this is why Pooh Shiesty might actually be cooked. Back when he first,
I feel like I'm more upset by this too, is because I actually like Pooh Shiesty as a rapper, and I wanted more music from Pooh Shiesty, and so now hearing that his stupid ass did this shit, and sent his ass right back to jail when all he needed to do was just make more music and motherfuckers would have bought his shit. I'm an upset fan, as you could tell. It's stupid as hell.
Merged. It was
crazy,
obvious that Memphis's Pooh Shiesty was no stranger to the wrong side of the law. In fact, he talked about it pretty openly in interviews, claiming it was why he began rhyming in the first place.
This like right before I got signed too, I was down bad, just out of jail.
Yeah.
Police took everything from me, so this how I started it off.
How long you did?
No, I just got locked.
Oh, okay.
Got right out, bonded right out.
Yeah.
They raided, it was a raid. Bro, it could be one person on your team take the whole camp down.
All it took was one track for trap legend Gucci Mane to hear enough. And just like that, Pooh Shiesty had a home at 1017.
So he just sent you a DM?
Yeah, he texted me, he said, "What's up, home?" I couldn't believe it. I grabbed my phone, get up. I pushed somebody up on me. I said, hell no, this shit ain't real. Text him back, I say, "What chopping?" He text back. Right then and there, like he was on it. He was waiting on me to text back. He was like, "I'm fucking with your music, home. Who you doing this shit with?" I put my clothes on, shoot to Pop's house. Then my manager, I wake his ass. I said, "Wake up, bro, look." I showed him, he couldn't believe he get the sweat. I FaceTime him right there. We was on FaceTime for like 6 hours.
Word.
What did he hear of yours?
That's a genius, he a genius. But I'm gonna tell you what song you heard for sure, Mind Slime. Yep. Mind Slime did it for him, and that was the only song he heard.
From then on, Shiesty was always ready to salute his label boss for all he'd done for him and the culture as a whole.
Gucci don't get no credit he really deserves. You might feel like he started, somebody will put them.
Like that's what like is this kind of praise from Pooh Shiesty? This is what's making me confused on why he would even do this. Like it makes me believe there's got to be something that like happened, like an argument or something that happened in the background that like just that happened in private and like switched up. Because from when I first listened to Pooh Shiesty, like way back when he first got signed to Gucci, like this is how he was. He always praised Gucci. So that's why I'm like, maybe I've been out of it, bro. I just like I don't. Why the fuck would he do this shit, bro?
He really did like way more behind the scenes.
Man, Shiesty's in jail, bro. Dirk's in jail. Stupid as hell.
Given the opportunity he'd been afforded to change his life, it seemed like Pooh wanted to channel all his energy into his career as a rapper, extracting the aggression that he once let sweep into the streets and reserving it for the booth.
Them days is behind you now, cause now you get to write and rap and tell stories about it and get paid for your verses now.
Exactly. It get to the point, Shiesty man don't even rap no more. I just want to talk about it. I just hold up everything I got to when I go to the studio. Talk this to the mic. Dang.
There you go. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
But in practice, this wasn't really how it played out. And not just because he insisted that he had no problem engaging in the kind of self-snitching that regularly gets MCs into trouble these days.
Legally, they trying to say courts, they try to use people's lyrics in, different cases and things like that. When you see that, does that kind of make you think about your lyrics and want to change things up?
Yeah, they do, but it's just me. I don't be caring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
You just gonna go?
Yeah. Don't have to come get him.
I mean, like, to be fair, I mean, like, would he be as popular as he is if he wasn't like doing that self-snitching shit? And I, as a fan too, I hate to have to admit it, but like, probably not, bro. That's the thing that got people to like people like Lil Durk, King Von, Pooh Shiesty, even YoungBoy, from time to time. It's like, it's that rawness, it's that like shit. You really believe the shit that they're saying. And especially nowadays, when hella rappers in the industry is getting exposed for, faking a lot of the shit that they're talking about, I feel like it emphasizes a lot of these guys to really dive into the character because they don't want to be exposed as being another one of these industry motherfuckers. A lot of them came into this game dissing niggas in the industry because they knew already motherfuckers in the industry was fake. So I feel like it's like, I want to sit here and say, like, come on, Pooh Shiesty, bro. You can't be, you can't be, rapping about fucking doing crazy shit or whatever, bro. You got to do it. You got to rap in a different way. But it's like, if I didn't know, if I didn't know he really does the shit that he raps about, would I really be a fan of him, or would I just think of him as another one of these rappers? And truth be told, I'd probably just think of him as another one of these rappers, which is a sad thing to say, it feels like it almost feels like they're forcing themselves to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like keep, even after they make the money, they got an image they gotta portray, so they keep going even though they don't need to anymore, and it ends up fucking them over in the end. You know what I'm saying?
man, we want you around. I need the, you know what I'm saying? I need Shiesty to see.
Man, because, man, at this point, bro, with how many people, I'm sorry to keep interrupting. I'm just saying, but, like, for how many people are faking it now at this point, I feel you could have dropped the image, bro, and just made music. You would have been fine.
He's a part 2.
Within months of exploding onto the scene, the law was already closing in. First, after he discharged a weapon at the King of Diamonds strip club over some dropped money, then after a 2020 armed robbery in Florida left 2
Oh, I remember that.
avoid the maximum.
I remember that. I that was dumb as hell too. And that one, hold on, that one when he went back, this one right here, the green with the car.
Diamond strip club over some dropped money. Then after a 2020 armed robbery in Florida left 2.
This shit, I heard this shit was allegedly over some fucking shoes, man. I heard this shit was over some fucking sneakers, man. Hold on, let me see if that was, hold on. Okay, here it is, okay. Pooh Shiesty was arrested in connection to an October 2020 shooting and robbery in Bay Harbor Island, Florida. He was involved in a drug/sneaker transaction where he and others shot 2 individuals, leading to federal charges and a subsequent 63-month prison sentence, of which he served 3 years. So yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was dumb as fuck, bro. That shit was dumb as fuck. I thought it was over some fucking sneakers. Pooh Shiesty and associates met to buy marijuana and sneakers during the meeting victims were shot. Yeah, that shit was over some fucking sneakers, bro. And obviously I don't know. I think I heard that they try to run off with the sneakers and shit, and that's what happened. But that shit was dumb as hell. I also thought it was dumb as hell that, okay, hearing that too, by the way, you there not only to buy sneakers, but you there to buy weed, bro, and you pull up in a lime green fucking McLaren. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like nobody's gonna know whose car that is, bro. Why, bro? The motherfucker is stupid too. I will say that this shit was stupid as hell. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
2 people shot. To avoid the maximum, he took a guilty plea on a firearm conspiracy charge. He still could have gotten 8 years, but walked away with 5 in 3 months, eventually being released in late 2025. Back on the outside, he was linking back up with Big 30, with rumors swirling around that he was dating India Love.
Oh yeah, I forget that is why he was in jail this whole time, was over the damn sneakers.
Pointed to a man soaking up his freedom, or at least as much of it as house arrest would allow. While in interviews, he spoke about a renewed purpose that would suggest that he wanted to stay on the straight and narrow.
Can't miss opportunities. We taking advantage of all opportunities, and we trying to be bigger and better in all aspects, you know. Rebuilding like community, rebuilding like the youth, giving them a chance, show them ways that most people wouldn't show them, you know.
Is it just me, or like does anybody else like the Memphis accent? I don't know what it is. I like the Memphis accent. I like how it's got that southern drawl, and then they're like everything that has like a U in it, they're just like He's like, yeah, you know, we just building better for us, you know. We should reach out, lock into the music and whatever. I've heard him and Glow really do the same thing. Music, you know, me and my music.
Get them traits or jobs or scholarships, whatever it gotta be.
Even though he seemed eager to be a CEO, Shiesty suggested that he still had a lot of love for Guwap, claiming that his own post-prison life was inspiring to him as he began to map out a life away from the pen.
The way Gucci came home and like, they motivated me too, because like, you know, I took notes from there, like how he switched it up, how he toned up, you know, got fit, got his mind healthy, like. They motivated me to move how I'm moving like toward today too, so got sobered up. I realized that he woke up when he was in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really woke up, and another thing he told me too was like, Shiesty, you 20 years old going to go see what I saw at 35 years old. You know, you got a head start as long as you got this out the way first, you know.
Once out, Shiesty wasted no time making it clear he wasn't done. And on his first track in half a decade, he said exactly that. I can't fumble shit. The whole world been waiting on it. The fact that it charted proved the audience was still there, but whatever good intentions he had didn't last long. Things got dark, old habits crept in, and before long, he'd allegedly pulled a pistol on the very man who once gave him a shot, Guwap.
Rapper Gucci Mane was allegedly ambushed and kidnapped inside of a Dallas music studio. Federal prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty and 8 others orchestrated the whole attack. Investigators say it happened in January, tied to an effort to break a contract with Gucci Mane's label 1017 Records. So the group allegedly used an AK-style weapon to force a victim to sign release paperwork. Prosecutors say Rolex watches and cash were stolen, and one victim was choked unconscious. But authorities say the suspects left behind key digital evidence, including ankle monitor data and social media posts showing off some stolen jewelry. All 9 suspects now face federal.
Ankle monitor, the ankle. Hold on. I need to hear that one again. Hold on.
17 Records. So the group allegedly used an AK-style weapon to force a victim to sign release paperwork. Prosecutors say Rolex watches and cash were stolen, and one victim was choked unconscious. But authorities say the suspects left behind key digital evidence, including ankle monitor data and social media posts showing off.
So you brought So you brought, either you or one of your homies, y'all brought, not only one of y'all left the fucking keys at the place, y'all also, one of y'all was wearing an ankle monitor. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You're biting the hand that feeds you, for one, and then the second thing you're doing, you're doing all of this in the dumbest way possible. You're gonna get caught either way, but why make it that much fucking easier? Why would you bring a motherfucker that's got an ankle monitor? You're a motherfucker. You're asking for it, man. You're asking for it, bro. This is why I'm saying, like, he was even praising Gucci, like, after he got out, which is why I'm saying either something happened in the background, or he's doing this to just play up his image of, yeah, I'm a motherfucker you don't fuck with, I'm Pooh Shiesty, which both are dumb as fuck. But, like, what? You left the keys and you brought a nigga with an ankle monitor, active ankle monitor. Are you?
Who stolen jewelry. All 9 suspects now face federal charges. Pooh Shiesty could be looking at life behind bars.
Before the full details of what happened in January came out, the first reports were that a group had raised...
He's fucked, bro. They left shit behind. They brought a dude with an ankle monitor. They had a dude with an ankle monitor on, it sounds like. Like, it...
She's home in the Memphis suburbs of Cordova. This followed months of speculation that Shiesty was in some kind of trouble with the law, as well as speculation from the likes of Adam 22 that something had gone down between him and his once cherished label boss.
There was a rumor that Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane for his wedding ring.
Yeah.
And I remember Gucci actually posted like a picture on IG showing his ring.
Oh.
And people are saying that it was just a false rumor, but you claimed that multiple Memphis insiders told you it was true.
Yeah. I heard about it from a bunch of people before it really like got elevated to the status of being, you know, sort of something that every rap fan knew about. I mean, I do feel like if it had no truth to it, that Gucci would have debunked it more forcefully.
But it took until late March for the details.
I will admit, as much as I don't like Adam 22, and as much as it, as much as it sounds stupid to say, he's not connected to the streets, but because he interviews so many people that do generally come from the streets, I'm not surprised he would probably know a lot of street shit before it becomes mainstream. So when it comes to that shit, when he does speak on it, I'll still take it with a grain of salt, but there is a little bit of validity to it, just because he does know a lot of people in the streets just through interviews and shit. So, yeah, man, fuck, dude. I mean, he knew before we did. Fuck.
Begin to bubble to the surface. Reportedly, Pooh Shiesty and 9 men, including Shiesty's father, met Gucci Mane in a Dallas studio under the guise of a business
dad?
Meeting. Once they got there, it was alleged that someone pulled out an AK pistol, demanding that Pooh be let Shiesty and 9 men,
you know, sort of something that every rap fan knew about. I mean, I do feel like if it had no truth to it, that Gucci would have debunked it more forcefully.
Yeah, whatever.
But it took until late March for the details to begin to bubble to the surface. Reportedly, Pooh Shiesty and 9 men, including Shiesty's father, met Gucci Mane in a Dallas studio under the guise...
Nah, bro. Nah, his dad's, no, bro. Nah, bro. His dad, fuck his dad, dude. His dad is a shitty motherfucker if he was there and encouraged that shit. You mean to tell me, as a father, your successful rapper's son, so successful to the fact that even after he does a 5-year fucking stint in fucking jail, prison, he gets out, makes some music, gets that song charts on the Billboard, so it still shows he's very popular and people want him to make more music. He's got supporters. You as a father hear your son talking about, I'm gonna go rob my boss, I'm gonna go rob Gucci Mane, and you're not gonna sit there and tell your son, hey bro, you're gonna fuck up the bag, bro. Don't do this shit. You just got out. You're not gonna give him advice. You're going with. That's crazy, bro. Yo, if I was Pooh Shiesty, I'd get his dad the fuck up out of there, bro. His dad's trying to set him up. His dad did. His dad fucked him up. His one role as a father, and he failed that. Man, it really be your own, bro.
Of a business meeting. Once they got there, it was alleged that someone pulled out an AK pistol, demanding that Pooh be let out of his contract. Once authorities had everything they needed, the men said to be involved were arrested on charges of robbery and armed kidnapping. After they had all the suspects apprehended, the Fed spelled out their case during a lengthy press conference.
The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
And immediately there was...
Yeah, okay. So, again, okay. So, Pooh Shiesty, so the feds just confirmed it was Pooh Shiesty, the one with the ankle monitor. So, he's dumb as fuck for doing this with a fucking ankle monitor on. So, he literally was asking to be caught. And his dad is a bitch. Because how, again, as a father, do you not tell your son, bro, you're gonna be successful. Just stay in the house and make some fucking music. And you're gonna make your money. You don't need to rob him. You can get money easily, the legal way. Make music. But no, you encourage your son who just got out of jail, who's on an ankle monitor, to go and rob a multi-millionaire fucking rapper who's also his fucking boss, who's also been advising him since he was in jail. Like, this is crazy work. This is crazy, bro. His dad's not for him, bro. His dad is suspect as fuck. His dad is setting his own son up for failure, and he succeeded. They're both fucked up now. His dad's a bitch, bro. His dad is a bitch.
Little to no
That's
sympathy
crazy,
for the rapper
bro.
or his father from the public. Pooh might be the dumbest guy in history. Dumb and Dumber, Father and Son edition. Shiesty threw his career away not once, but twice. Upon announcing the charges, the Fed spelled out some of what they had in terms of evidence.
Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants.
And for those hoping for leniency, they let the defendants know that they intended to prosecute them to the full extent of the law.
This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
Yeah, and also, of course they're going to do that when you literally give them the whole case fucking hand and foot. Like, you just give them the whole thing openly, easily. You gave them everything they wanted. They don't have to really do much. Of course they're going to fucking fully try you, bro. You gave them the case.
Broke, more and more information emerged, including the fact that Pooh reportedly spoke to the authorities himself just minutes before it went down. In the documents unveiled by the feds, they claim that the victims overheard Pooh talking on his cell phone, potentially with a probation or parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him the permission to be out for rec time. If you're wondering why they know anything about the assailants from the victims, well, that's where things get really complex for the hip-hop audience, because apparently the feds were aided by Guwap himself, with the released paperwork suggesting that RD, aka Roderick Davis, described Williams Jr., Shiesty, as wearing a black Nike brand Shiesty mask, along with a black hooded shirt and black pants during the offense. Suddenly, the story shifted. It wasn't just about what Shiesty had allegedly done, but what it was doing to the image of a man long regarded as one of the culture's most respected OGs.
Shit crazy, bro. It's the Gucci Mane too! Get away!
And the minute that they sensed weakness, he was being put on blast by other former signees, such as Asian Doll, who suggested 1017's hiring policy is designed to exploit. This seemed to imply that Shiesty had to do what he did to get what was his. Anybody that's ever signed to 1017 have to get everything on their own. Nobody gets shit from that label. They take, they don't give. That's facts. If you become a millionaire, you did that shit on your own. And once you succeeded, they come to collect. Facts. They ain't never gonna drop me from shit. I had to fight to get out of my deal. Gucci did not want to let me go. I was the first female at 1017. Facts. First female ever signed to him. I was 19 and it was the worst decision I ever made in my life. All of them others after me was signed out of spite and they know it. Still, even with the likes of Asian Doll using it as an excuse to air grievances, the question remained as to why this went down in the first place, and a few theories were floating around.
I mean, is that a real thing? I've heard a rumor. I mean, I don't know. I've only heard rumors of that, which has literally just been from her, about how 1017 moves with its people. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm pretty sure fucking Cash Money had a thing that had a whole situation like that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's why Lil Wayne and Birdman were beefing for the longest time, was because Lil Wayne wasn't getting like anything that he was supposed to be getting, or at all actually, from the music he was making while being signed under Birdman and Cash Money. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I haven't really heard this sentiment out of 1017 outside of her and like rumors on the internet, which I don't really take to heart too well. So like, is this like a, I mean, let me look this up. 1017 Records, led by Gucci Mane, provides advances and covers expenses like studio time and videos, but artists have historically alleged, as noted on Facebook, that contracts are handled unfairly or that expenses must be recouped. Okay. While some artists found success, others, including former signees, have criticized the label's payments and management structures. The label is known for providing upfront money advances and covering production costs, beats, videos, which are usually recoupable from costs, recoupable from artists' future earnings. Several artists, including former 1017 artists, have publicly expressed dissatisfaction with the label's payment structure and management. Kay, Shade, and other artists have suggested that 1017 were not properly handled or paid. Oh, that 1017 artists were not properly handled or paid, according to posts on Facebook. Comments from former artist Lil Zay indicate that while the label covers professional costs, the financial returns for the artists themselves may not meet expectations. According to a post on Facebook, some artists have felt the focus was more on management and providing rather than financial gain for the artists themselves, and they have claimed they were not paid fairly, according to Facebook. Gucci Mane has often been involved in bringing new talent to the label, but the financial success of these artists has been inconsistent, and the label has been criticized for how it handles its artists. So it has been criticized quite a lot for doing that. So then my answer for that is like, nigga, lawyer up. Even if that's the case, and let's say you're not getting paid your fair split from the money that you make, okay? Makes sense. Lawyer up, bro. That doesn't mean you gotta rob the motherfucker, bro. Like, that's not how you conduct that business, especially when you're both public figures. Go to the court, man. Go to the court, get a lawyer. You mean to tell me you're not even getting enough to afford a lawyer to at least try to redo this contract for you? Seriously, bro? When there's been so many other artists who have been through a very similar situation where they claim I'm not getting the money I'm supposed to get, and they lawyer up and they go to court for this shit and allow them to get their contracts redone. So I get the frustration. I get the frustration of not being paid what you're worth and what you're and what you're providing. I get that. But you don't rob the motherfucker. You don't rob people for it. You don't literally rob people for it. You go to court for it. You handle it the right way. Because look what happened. You robbed him for jewelry and to forcefully release you from your contract or some shit, allegedly. And now look what you do. Now you back in jail, and you're facing life this time. You're not even facing 5 years or 8 years. You're facing life, dog. And you gave them the case by actually robbing this dude, allegedly, while being on an ankle monitor, because the Fed said you were on house arrest or home monitoring, whatever the fuck they call it. You were on house arrest. You had an ankle monitor. Like, it's just stupid all around, dog. Stupidity. It's the word of the day, stupidity.
With the intel he had, Charleston White believed that the relationship soured because Guwap had profited from Pooh during his incarceration without any plans of giving back.
His mother says that Gucci made $24 million while he was in prison. Didn't give him one brown penny while he was in prison. When he came home, he didn't get nothing. So they called a business meeting for him to fly to Dallas. He came to Dallas with his white boy cameraman, his off-duty police guard, police officer, security guard, and Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, and about 7 other niggas kidnapped him, robbed him, kicked him in the ass.
But why they do that to Gucci? Why they do it?
Well, they were mad because they feel like he made all that money and didn't give him none. He showed up and said he couldn't pay them because they were broke. So they forced him at gunpoint to.
Yeah, and if that's the case, that's an easy lawsuit. That's an easy lawsuit. That's a winnable lawsuit if you really believe that. Robbing them did nothing for you but put your ass back in jail with still none of the $24 alleged $1 million that you said Gucci made off you. Now you get none of that. Like, this was not the solution. This was stupid as fuck.
So how did this all come out? How did Pooh Shiesty, how they end up finding out?
Because the feds had him on the leg monitor, so they followed him and watched him do it, just like they watched them all people commit.
Others, such as academics, speculated that the issues might have stemmed from the death of Shiesty's cousin and fellow 1017 signee Big Scar from an accidental overdose, a situation which Guap was apparently insensitive about.
He's unhappy about how Gucci discarded or seemed unemotional when Big Scar, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, passed away. The story behind that goes, before offering to pay for the funeral, Gucci calls and says, "Hey yo, I know he just died. All them 1017 chains I gave, gather them up. I need them back. Give me them back. Give me them shits back." The family was in grief. They're like, "Oh, that's the first thing you care about, huh?" Yeah. Gucci then later offers to pay for the funeral, but even that becomes a little bit odd. Apparently it was like, oh, it was about 10,000. It was like, well, 10,000 can't bury nobody. Well, it can, but like, this is a guy who's well loved and they want to go over the top of this.
If any of that is true, it would suggest Guap forgot his own words, because on his first day out, he famously rapped about having a pack of hungry wolves, warning that if he didn't feed them, they just might turn on him. In the aftermath of the situation, everyone is trying to determine how it should have been handled. In the meantime, many of those who should have been accused of involvement are beginning to be released from custody. Recently, Shiesty's father was given a $250K bond and placed on house arrest. But while Shiesty should be happy to hear that his dad is almost back on the outside, others think that he could be a problem. During a recent appearance on Academics' stream, attempted snitch watchdog Whack 100 claims his father was an informant, and as it turned out, had paperwork to back it up.
His daddy been a rat since 2009.
Stop it, Whack.
Okay, I can send you when he ratted. He's been a rat since 09. I'm sending you all the work.
Based on the defendant's ongoing and anticipated future assistance to the government, it is contemplated that the government may recommend that the court do a departure in their sentencing pursuant to U.S. Sentencing Guideline 5K1.
Well, it's hard to believe that a father would rat on his own kid. Let's not forget when Jacksonville rapper Queso had to face his own father testifying.
Yeah, I mean, what did I say? It's weird that this man's father, who sees his son being a multi-million-dollar rapper, doesn't advise him to get a lawyer for the situation. He tells him and helps him rob him. That's what I was trying to say. Like, that's weird. Get your dad out of here. Your dad's a bitch. He's a snitch, bro. That's weird. That's weirdo behavior from a parent to your kid who's a successful kid, mind you. That's weirdo behavior. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true that he's an informant, bro.
Against him in a case that
I'm not saying that's true or not. The paperwork didn't say nobody's name specifically, and again, it's from Academics and fucking Whack 100, bro. So I don't really know how true this shit is, but I'm just saying from the way bro's moving, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some paperwork like that out there. I need more proof than that, so I will not stand on he's a confirmed snitch, but he's a weirdo why you set your own son up for failure. You fucked him up, bro.
5K1.
Nah, bro, it really be your own sometimes, man.
Well, it's hard to believe that a father would rat on his own kid. Let's not forget when Jacksonville rapper Queso had to face his own father testifying against him in a case that landed him in a life sentence. As well as Pooh's dad, his longtime friend and collaborator Big 30 was also released. From the outset, his lawyer let it be known that they wouldn't be backing down from clearing 30's name.
Here's a young man that has turned his life around and is trying to make something of himself, and unfortunately has gotten himself caught up in a situation that has nothing to do with him. Gonna file a
had nothing to do with him, man. Look at all these guys, man. All these guys, they're starting to get lawyers now, man. Bro, people that ain't even rappers, bro, they're still about to get an attorney. You really expect me to believe Pooh Shiesty, you couldn't get a fucking attorney to handle this bullshit with Gucci Mane in the court to get your money? The only thing that you thought could work was robbing him while being actively monitored by the feds for some shit you just got out of? No, bro, this was dumb as hell, and he got set up by his own pops, bro.
And they're going to appeal the judge's decision,
crazy
and
work.
we will have to have another detention hearing in Texas on the same facts, just like you saw today. He has no interest in whether Pooh Shiesty has a contract with 1017 or he doesn't. They're going to make music together regardless.
Alongside the very real legal consequences of the whole thing, the situation is splitting opinion in terms of whether Gucci Mane is in the wrong for talking to the ops. As academics discuss the matter, he came to Guwap's defense.
I'm gonna be honest here. It appears that all of these guys cooperated and identified these people as being present during the offense. Gucci and the cameraman identified his Instagram account as CEO Big 30. Okay, so, with all due respect here, no diss to Gucci. I love you, Gucci. Don't know if you're taking a stand, but Gucci's doing the identification. He's doing what I would do. He's doing it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll drop a dime on a nigga, bro. Yo, that nigga live right here, man. Hold on, this is his girl right here. Yeah. He fucking side bitch over here. Yup. So, shout out to Gucci, man. Shout out to Gucci.
But that's probably not the...
See, I will say with that shit, I understand where Gucci's... If it's true that he did identify Pooh Shiesty in it, it is gonna fuck him up. You just have to admit it will probably, at least in the streets, the street respect shit, it's gonna fuck him up. But from a musical perspective, bro, especially with all the shit that we had come out about other rappers coming out and they turn out to be snitches. You had 6ix9ine, you got fucking Young Thug, you got fucking what's his name? The fucking Gunna, you got Gunna, being a snitch. Gunna is still successful as hell after being, being called out for being a snitch and him pretty much owning it. 6ix9ine is still he's on and off successful, but I mean, he's still successful in his right. He's fine, he's a snitch. Nothing really happened to him. He's making music, going to concerts, getting on stream and shit. So I mean, he's fine. To be honest, is this really, if it does come out that he identified Pooh Shiesty in this, is it really gonna mess with people, as far as them listening to his music? Maybe a little bit, but overall, probably not, bro. I'm gonna be honest, probably not. And honestly, I don't blame him, bro. I mean, you're a public artist, bro. Why the fuck? If he was to turn around and retaliate on some shit, you don't think the feds would immediately know who the fuck he did it, and they would immediately be on his ass, considering that this shit just happened to him, and then find out he retaliated some other way? Yeah, they're gonna be on him. If some shit happens to Pooh Shiesty's people after this, the first person they're gonna look at is Gucci Mane. Honestly, it's the smartest move for him. Will it get him the most respect? Fuck no. Will people care? Also, fuck no. So I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man.
That a hardened street legend like Gucci really wants. Still, he was similarly supported by the likes of the Joe Budden podcast, remarking how it's been a long time.
And I mean, also, what do you expect these dudes to do, bro? These motherfuckers pulled up 7-8 people deep with AKs, pointing at this dude's face. You think he's gonna do some shit? You think he's gonna Rambo that shit? Pull out his pistol and blah, 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 and just start going John Wick? Hell no. He's gonna do exactly what the fuck he's being told to do, motherfucker. What the fuck? I feel like people just think these rappers are like superheroes or some shit. If they fold under pressure, bro, it's like, oh, how could you, bro? You're fucking Gucci Mane. Nigga, you tell me what you would do with an AK pointed at your fucking face, and tell me if you're gonna fight back. Yeah, okay, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Since Gucci had been in that life, and now he's got a lot more to lose.
This man he did exactly what he was supposed to do. The goal is to get home to your family.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got the drop on me. I give all this shit up. I wasn't here on no street shit. I'm not in no street shit. I am not in the streets.
But Gucci didn't say it was so-and-so.
He just
said it was somebody in black, right?
Well, from what the paperwork says they listed 3 names and it said helped identify. Interpret that however you want. I don't care if he went there and said him, and him. I'm not in the streets.
I'm old enough to be having significant health issues that me and my wife have been public about on interviews.
He was also shot some bail by Finesse 2 times, with the rapper claiming that the fact that Gucci had a former cop on the payroll means that he'd likely be the one to provide the information to the authorities, not Guwap himself.
I work for Gucci full time. He was like, but anytime I ain't working, I provide you my services because I'm an off-duty officer and I'm a retired police officer. That's what he said. I'm a retired police officer. With that being said, Gucci been having the same security guard for a while. So if I don't know what the f going on, but if a move got put on WAP or however it went, I don't think it's WAP the one that's talking. I don't think it's WAP the one that's pressing the issue. That man 50-something years old. He got a wife and kids and family and all that old shit. You can't really tell him what to do. Gone, motherfucker.
That said, not everyone is so willing to let it slide.
Gone, motherfucker. But that's what I'm saying. Bro, let's keep it real, bro. The street shit, that's not real. These whole no snitching, oh, if you snitch, you die. Bro, it's 2026. That's not happening. Maybe in the 80s and the 90s, that was happening. Nowadays, with how surveyed everybody is with your fucking phones and all these fucking, nigga, you're not getting away with shit, bro. I'm sorry. You're not getting away with nothing, dude. You're gonna get caught at some point. And no, bro, this shit is not worth it. This whole street shit is so stupid, bro. Hell no. Yeah, I agree. The goal every day when you leave the house is to get back to the house. Fuck all the other shit. Everything else is details. Fuck all the other bullshit. Go home. Go the fuck home. Fuck all that shit, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
Some are suggesting that Gucci had violated the rules that he's supposed to be governed by. These dudes got every excuse for that lame shit. He could have not said anything and still handled the shit. Nah, don't pedal back for guwap. As a street dude, he was supposed to stand on business. Others,
Get
like
the
ATL
fuck.
rapper
And I promise you, this shit is being no adult over the age of 25 is saying that shit about this. I promise
you. Can't really tell what to do. Don't, motherfucker.
That said, not everyone is so willing to let it slide. And some are suggesting that Gucci had violated the rules that he's supposed to be governed by. These dudes got every excuse for that lane.
Yeah, biggest 779. I bet you this dude's like 16, 17.
He could have not said anything and still handled the shit. Nah, don't pedal back for guwap.
Infamous Kingpin, King GD, a muscle. I promise you this dude's like 15, 16, 17 years old, bro.
As a street dude, he was supposed to
like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Anybody over the age of 25 who's really trying to live on that fucking street shit, bro, you're lame. You're lame as fuck. Grow up, man. Grow the fuck up. Nobody's following that shit. That shit is dumb as hell.
There's like ATL rapper and former drug tycoon Rollo suggested that while he wouldn't have snitched or even spoken to the authorities if he were in guwap's shoes, the person who'd done what Pooh did wouldn't be breathing anymore.
They said that if Gucci Mane would have took matters to his own hand and let's say had Pooh Shiesty and them taken away from the world, everybody would be calling Gucci Mane so stupid for right now.
Yeah, and also mind you, this dude's also a known snitch in the thug case too, and he's still fine. He's still rolling up and rolling. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people pick and choose when they want to fucking enforce these rules, man. That's why I say they're dumb as hell.
Whatever happened is Pooh Shiesty and them fault. Start with the problem.
Well, in my opinion, if somebody would have did that to me, I would have sent them to God. I would have sent them straight to God. That's what I would have did.
Yes.
No
yeah, motherfucker, you're sitting next to a snitch. Like, hold on. Hold on. Back it the fuck up. If that's how you move, you need to be consistent with that. You are sitting next to a fucking snitch, bro. You are sitting next to a fucking snitch. If you gonna hold Gucci Mane to such a fucking degree where you're like, I could never do what he did. If someone did that to me, he would not be here no more. He up to God. Motherfucker, there's a dude right next to you who did the same shit and worse. Do it. Do your shit. Well, he didn't do it to me personally. Yeah, okay, get the fuck out of here, bro. Then your fucking rules are bullshit. I don't want to hear it. That's why these motherfuckers are so inconsistent. That's why I'm like, these whole street shit is dumb as hell. If you an adult really trying to rock with these rules, you dumb as fuck, bro. Especially in the rap game, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. In real life, that's one thing. Because you know, in real life, motherfuckers will really get active with you. I'm talking about here in this rap game. Shut the fuck up, man. Nobody's following that shit.
Situation, it's evident that no one is particularly happy about it. For Pooh Shiesty, it's another opportunity squandered. While for Gucci, he's having his name dragged through the mud in spite of the fact that he appears to be the victim.
My DM Rose, what you think, how you feel about the guwap Pooh Shiesty situation? I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this is when niggas got to be educated and understand. In business, you got to negotiate, my nigga. You got to negotiate. If you were signed for 100K and now you got 10 M's on the table, it's time to negotiate.
Exactly.
This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody win. Let's go. That's how I got to go, my nigga. You can't muscle your way out of no shit and no business. It don't go that way. And I ain't just talking about on the people's side, but on the other side, the blitz gonna come. You can't run from it, homie. That's the way it goes.
Even though this situation looks...
What you mean the blitz gonna come? What the fuck are you talking about, man? I hate this shit because I've seen two people trying to slightly get at Gucci over him fucking allegedly snitching on Pooh Shiesty, when both these motherfuckers are known feds. You got YSL Woody dude, who's actual fucking snitch from the YSL case, and then you got Rick Ross over here, fucking Rose. Motherfucker was a corrections officer before he was a rapper. And you motherfuckers trying to speak on street politics and try to talk about, no, you gotta, no. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Yes, I don't care for this shit. I care. I just hate inconsistency. That's what I don't like. I don't like when people are inconsistent with shit. And I mean like inconsistent with like their morals or these rules that they try to follow, especially in the streets. I don't like it. If it's gonna be damn this person for doing it, it's gotta be damn anybody who do it. Regardless if they did it to you personally or if they did it to somebody else, but you know that they did it, that rule's got to apply to everyone, regardless across the board. You can't pick and choose. Otherwise, then the rules don't mean shit if you picking and choosing.
Pretty grim at the moment, Pooh's team believed that not all hope is lost. Although his client is still behind bars, Bradford Cohen told XXL that the feds are overextending themselves. We are still evaluating the alleged evidence against Mr. Williams Jr. at this time, it begins. After the bond hearing on Mr. Williams Sr. and the testimony we reviewed, it appears that there is a significant gap in the statements made by the government and the actual evidence. As such, we have been reviewing those issues in anticipation of Mr. Williams Jr.'s bond hearing. When pressed on it, the feds themselves struggled to say that there was any hard evidence.
Surveillance showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone. And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
And according to Big 30,
yeah, like they might not have like a gun or something, but they have an ankle monitor. They have an ankle monitor. It doesn't matter.
His lawyer, the star witness, Gucci Mane, maintains that he won't be participating in any investigation.
We've seen in the last couple of days is that Gucci Mane has come out publicly and said that he's not cooperating with the government.
And it is worth noting that last week we did hear from an FBI agent who said that he had not heard from Gucci Mane either. He also noted that there were no working video cameras inside this recording studio at the time of this incident.
However, attorney Mo Gangit offered his professional opinion, arguing that it might be someone who isn't indebted to the streets and can't testify without a second thought that'll be the key factor in the situation.
They say that the security guards try to barge in, and when the security guards barge in, they get a peek and they see that they're outnumbered by the armed target suspects. It does not say that they are outnumbered by an armed Pooh Shiesty. Instead, they lump Pooh Shiesty in with the whole group of target suspects, suggesting that the security guards only saw other people, not Pooh with the gun. Later, where it's alleged that Pooh has the gun, he's allegedly holding it to the back of the head of one of the business people. And so, if there's anybody here other than Gucci who seems like they could put Pooh away, it's going to be one of the business guys. And so that's going to be ultimately, that guy's testimony seems to tell you where this entire case is headed.
At the moment, Pooh remains in a cell in Texas, awaiting a hearing, and is probably wondering how he got there again. After all, it was
I just peeped that. So you didn't just rob Gucci Mane, you robbed him and his business partners. So you pulled up 8 deep, AKs out on civilians, dog. Wow, you're dumb as fuck, man.
Ago on first day out that he spoke of how
I get it, like they're all wearing masks and there's no cameras in there, but again, if it's true that they have ankle monitors fucking surveillance data and one of the people that was on a fucking house arrest was Pooh Shiesty and he's being said he was involved in this, they probably have the ankle monitor data, probably proving that he was fucking there. But again, all alleged, I don't know. Man, this is dumb as fuck, bro.
I get mad when I look around and my members ain't where they're supposed to be. A whole war going on. I'm stuck in the cage. It drove me crazy. But if there's any comfort to be extracted from it all, is that in hip-hop's typically warped way, Pooh being in trouble once more is only adding to the appeal of his gritty output for many listeners. Because now, they have further confirmation that it's authentic.
Should be hard when they live in this shit. I ain't gonna lie. It do make you when you know they live in this shit.
Because of the hype it's generating,
do you see what... Is that not what I was saying in the beginning of this fucking long ass video, dude? We're already almost an hour in. Did I not just say that shit? It's like, bro, it was one of the two things. It was one of the two things, man. It was either they had an issue or he did this shit to try to fucking make sure he still portrayed an image. And honestly, it didn't have to be one or the other. It was probably both. It seems like it was both. And that's the fucked up part, man. Without him doing this shit, everybody would just look at him as another rapper. But because they know he's really doing this shit and he's going to jail over this shit, oh yeah, this makes his music so much harder. It's a double-edged sword, dude. It's like, well, if you don't do it, you're not going to be as popular as you could be. But if you do it and you do get successful, you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're locked up for the rest of your fucking life. Man, dude, this shit sucks, bro.
There's even been conspiracies out there that the whole thing is rigged to benefit 1017 in the long run. Hot take. This is going to be the equivalent of Wayne passing the torch to Drake in 2009. Gucci set this whole thing up to make sure Pooh Shiesty solidifies himself as the undisputed boogeyman of rap. Pooh Shiesty's next album might go diamond, and Gucci still gets richer. As much of a masterful play as that would be, the sad reality is that money corrupts all good things. And in all likelihood, that's how we wound up in this situation with Shiesty risking his freedom just to get out of his contract. And now, this alleged hardline bargaining position that he used might not have only failed to get him out of his deal with 1017, but destroyed any hopes of rebuilding his career in the way that it deserved after such a long absence. So if you were waiting on Shiesty Season 2, then I might have some really bad news for you.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Drake has always been known to—
I don't care about Drake right now. What the fuck? Are you seriously gonna sit here and fucking tell me, oh yeah, this was the—
At one point.
This was all just a fucking crazy masterful plan from Gucci Mane to fucking amp up Pooh Shiesty's image and then fucking make his next album double platinum. No, that's not the fucking plan. Why would that be the plan? Because now Pooh Shiesty's in fucking jail probably for life, bro. Like, that's not the plan. I promise you that's not what happened. No, the motherfucker was dumb as hell, was probably frustrated as fuck, telling his dad about it, he didn't pay me nothing. I made, 20 M's and he didn't pay me nothing. And instead of his dad being like, hey son, I feel you, that's fucked up. You know what, son, let's go get you a lawyer. We're going to do this shit the right way. He said, nah, son, let's set him up. And then at that same time, his dad was like, I'm also setting up my son. It was, that's all it was, man. And his dad was dumb as fuck, set up his own son for failure and succeeded in it. And Pooh Shiesty, dumb as fuck, fell for it. And now he's right back in jail. Not getting anything that he made. Great. Anyways, man, if y'all like this video, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more of this kind of content, bro. I'm trying to figure out what I should be doing. Like, I know a lot of my content was like a lot of ranting and stuff with shits and stuff, and I know people like that. Some people like the gaming stuff. I'm just trying to figure it out, but I do enjoy this ranting kind of stuff. So, man, we'll probably just stick with what we know, right? But I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace out.